Hey y'all, this is Anna Alexander, and it is May 5th, which is opening weekend of the highly anticipated Marvel release, Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness. And there's lots of strange, and there's lots of multiverses, and there's lots of madness. Where do I even begin? Okay, so here's the deal. My whole goal when I'm doing these movie reviews for you is just to let you know whether or not you may want to spend your money on it, going into the theater, spending your time going to the theater. And in this time of a pandemic, there is still a pandemic out there, folks. You might not want to believe it, but there is. Do you want to risk infectious disease to go see a movie in the theater or wait for it to come out streaming? And when I do that, I try not to give out too many spoilers because I myself I just want to know if it's going to be worth my time, but don't give me too many details. I want to just enjoy it on my own. And for this movie, it's going to be kind of difficult for me to tell you whether or not I enjoyed it and what I enjoyed about it without giving away a ton of spoilers. This is me for the last 5 weeks. Anytime something about Doctor Strange or a new trailer dropped, this is me. No. I saw enough to go, okay, I got the movie. I don't want any more spoilers. So I'm going to do a little non-spoilery section first, and then I'm going to drop some spoilers later. Not too many, but just some. And I'll give you ample warning. Right. So should you go see this in a movie theater? If you don't want to hear any spoilers or have the movie spoiled for you, yes, go to the theater now to go see it. Because people are going to be talking about what they just saw. Holy shit, are they going to be talking? Also, it is visually massive. From frame one, you are dropped into the action, and there's lots going on, and things are flying, and it's visually massive. So I think you do want to see it on the big screen just to enjoy it. And then, of course, there's all the shit that happens during the course of the film. Where do I even begin? Where else can I talk about that's not so spoilery? For me, okay, so overall, I did enjoy it a lot. There weren't, though, as many moments as there were in Spider-Man No Way Home. There were tons of everyone was just cheering. This one had one scene, I'll talk about later, that made you go, woohoo! But other than that, this film was tense. I was just pretty much from moment one till beyond the end, because there's death and horror coming at them at any second. And there's sometimes where I'm like, move faster. Death is nipping at your heels. Move faster. And that tenseness of that any second, something. Now, it's not like it's Marvel. So there'll be some sort of layer of not so much carnage. Like if there's violence, it's a fluffed over violence. So I wasn't necessarily afraid that at any moment someone was going to be shot and their hand exploded. Although, I wasn't afraid necessarily of that, but jump scares galore. So because of that, I was tense the whole time. And it was also there's lots of things going on at once. And we are thinking, okay, this is the bad thing they're going to have to fight now. Oh, we're throwing in this other bad thing. But what about that bad thing? It's very overwhelming. So I didn't relax during the whole thing. For me, I think I could have done with a little less. Just a few things pulled away. Give me a few moments to breathe. And I think it would have been a bit more enjoyable of an experience. But this sucker goes, and it goes, and it doesn't let off the gas. Doesn't let off the gas, which is intriguing. It's interesting. It's constantly clipping along. Is the story clipping along? Maybe not so much, but things are happening, and it's overwhelming. I think that's all I can safely say without a spoiler to let you know. It's fascinating. It is intriguing. It is action-packed. You'll want to see it before everyone starts talking about it. Hopefully that helps you. We shall see. Spoiler time, spoiler time, spoiler time, spoiler time, spoiler time. Okay, so my one tiny issue, and it's a tiny issue. When you have somebody who's as powerful as the Scarlet Witch, all great cosmic powers, the question I always have as I'm watching is, how are you going to defeat her? How are you going to defeat her in a way that goes, yep, that's how you had to do it. That's for certain going to take her down. And they kind of sort of pulled what they usually pull, they, meaning content creators, storytellers, when you have a big cosmic power, is you try to appeal to their humanity. It's Wonder Woman 1984 all over again. So does that work? Sometimes not. I don't know. And I don't think Wanda's gone, y'all. I don't think she's gone forever. Appears like that way, but no, she's not. Right. So again, overwhelming with just the constant, you're trying to defeat the big bad. And now we're going to add demon, ghost, spirit things. Now we got to fight those. We're going to fight those now. But then you're going to use them and turn them into a cloak. Okay. Sure. I did enjoy how Wong was kicking some butt. Like I know when, at least for me, when you first heard that he was Sorcerer Supreme, it's like, oh, okay, well, he's the one that we've seen the most besides Strange and Mordor. Okay, sure. But this one you can go, okay, yeah, he's Sorcerer Supreme. He has skills. He does stuff. He keeps fighting. Oh my God, that man took a beating. Holy shitballs. But I liked how Wong kept driving forward. I appreciated that. And I hope we see more of him. I do hope we see more of him. So the section of the movie everyone's going to talk about was a good thing and also a bad thing. Because here's why it was good and bad for me. Again, my opinion. This is my opinion. You may feel differently. Although if you feel the same, that'd be great to know. We get the scene. We get the Illuminati. We get, as soon as Christine says, I was hired by the Baxter Foundation, you heard the collective gasp in the theater. Baxter Foundation, she said the word. And then you get the smartest man on the universes, Mr. Krasinski, hi. But my brain, here's how crazy, my brain though was stuck that who we first met. I got Anson Mount. They pulled Anson Mount. And the way he was dressed, I couldn't exactly tell if it was him or not. I'm like, I think that is. Is that? No. Really? No. So I had to wait through the credits. What a pull. Wow. Wow. But here's the thing with the Illuminatis, because we got them, but then we didn't get them. Hardcore. No. So we have them, but we don't. We have them, but we don't. So it's cool for half a second. For me. But the potential. But yeah, my brain was like, what? And we got this is another part. Things I liked was the music. The music they chose right when the very beginning, and they're like, oh, Steven, do you know somebody who may know about the multiverse? And we just hear, da, 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 and I'm singing along in the theater. One division, one. Nobody else was. I think I might have annoyed the guy next to me. But we had that. And then when we had Floating Xavier, you just hear the da, 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 and I was like, yeah, this is great. And there was a scene with music notes. Strange is fighting using imaginary music notes. He turns into ninja stars and it created this clash that was just jarring. That was the thing, is there's lots of things in this film that are jarring, and I think they're done on purpose, because you're pretty much like, seriously, like the whole time. So there's very interesting choices of music that were put in there, lots of visuals. I'm sure the Easter eggs are gonna be a plentiful. Yeah. Yes. So they asked a lot of questions, lots of things were dropped, lots of things, and credit scene. Okay. I love how at the very, very end, Doctor Strange will return. No shit, the way you left it. Uh-huh. But yeah, very interesting indeed. So overall, it's an experience that you'll be thinking about and talking about. Not perfect. I wouldn't say it was perfect, because again, for me, it was just almost too much. I think I could have pulled it back a smidge. Just kind of overall, because I didn't relax. I'm really tired. I'm exhausted now. But yeah, I don't know. There we go. Hopefully that gives you some idea of how you want to spend your weekend and your hard-earned dollars. I hope you all enjoyed yourself, and thank you so much for joining me for these next few minutes. I do appreciate every single one of you that watches my videos and subscribes to my channel, and I do hope to see you again sometime soon. So I'm gonna breathe. Yeah, thanks y'all, and until next time.